Hi friends, this week we are learning about apples and I have another book about counting and apples for you. This one is called Apple Countdown by Joan Halub, illustrated by Jan Smith. So these little boys and girls I think are going on a field trip to an apple farm or an apple orchard. So let's listen and hear if you hear some numbers too. All right. Field trip day, hooray, says Jose. 20 apples with our name, says James. That's a lot of apples. I see a tag for me, says Lee. 19 kids get on our bus, says Russ. I share with Mr. Yee, says Lee. 18 miles till we're there, says Claire. 8 miles turn, then go 10, says Ben. Name 17 things we might see, says Mr. Yee. An apple tree, calls Lee. What are some things that they might see? A scarecrow, apple pie, sunshine. I think that might be a log, a dog, apples, a duck maybe, apple trees, butterflies, birds, cows, leaves, all kinds of fun stuff. 16 steps to the gate, says Kate. Hi, Farmer Applebee, says Lee. "15 cars on a train, says Elaine. 5 yellow, 5 green, 5 red, says Ted. Where do they get to go on a train? "14 cows, moo, moo, says Sue. That's 12 cows plus 2. 13 ducks, quack, quack, says Zach. 10 white ones and 3 black. 12 rows of trees, says Louise. And 11 hives for bees. That's where they make honey. Do you like honey? Yay, it's time to pick, says Nick. Look at all the apples on the trees. Lots of choices. Easy as 1, 2, 3, says Lee. You hold the apple in your hand, pressing the stem against the apple with your index finger, twist and pull. I picked small ones, my sack will hold 10, says Ben. I picked bigger ones, says Caroline. My sack will hold 9. Mine are the biggest, says Kate. My sack holds only 8. My 7 apples are green, says Christine. My 6 apples are red, says Ted. Want to trade with me, asked Lee. An apple has 5 holes, each with seeds inside, says Clyde. You see it? It looks like a star. There are 4 seasons in a year, says Shakir. Winter branches are bare, says Claire. Spring flowers bloom pink and white, says Dwight. In summer the apples grow, says Joe. Fall apples are ready to pick, says Nick. So in winter there are no leaves, and in spring they have pretty flowers, and in the summer the apples start to grow, and in the fall you get to pick them. 3 apple pies for us, says Russ. How many slices are there, asked Claire. 2 times 6 plus 8, says Kate. It's a lot of hard math for us. 2 o'clock, time to go, says Joe. Crunch, 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 crunch. 1 last tooth for me, shouts Lee. Sometimes when you eat apples, you might lose a tooth. Bye, we had fun. We love apples. Thanks, Farmer Applebee. So they had a fun trip to the apple orchard. Have you been to an apple orchard? Miss H hasn't. I've been to a pumpkin farm, but not an apple orchard. Do you like to eat apples? What kind are your favorite? Red, yellow, green? Miss H likes the red apples. All right, I hope you enjoyed the story.